Hello, hello. Welcome back to some more Steel Division 2. This is your host, Star Destroyer Gaming, and we are gonna be holding off these Soviet attacks here for the back half of their turn, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the finish turn as well for ourselves. We've taken definitely some casualties as of late. Some of these divisions are pretty under strength. This AA was absolutely wrecked here, and then this. Can't believe this wasn't just dissolved. My Super Heavy Artillery Battalion 4 has no heavy artillery. Just 32 men. 12, 10, 22. It should be 26 men. I guess he's counted as like 6 guys or something, but yeah, this was absolutely wrecked, so I don't think I'll be adding that into a battle. We lost this. I don't know why this wasn't fragmented up. It still shows up on the map for some reason. But here our forces are still relatively strong. We did disorganize them here, so looking forward to exploiting that in the next turn. Moving down here more next turn and cutting these guys off as fortified regions. But let's go ahead and get this battle started here. This is our first fighting with the infantry regiments, I think, because normally I've just been fighting with battalions. And we have some artillery we can add into the mix. But I don't think I will, because they might need it down here. Let's just add in more infantry. That Pioneer Battalion should be worth a whole lot of firepower when they're in the woods, so let's do this. And here we can see Stugs in their natural habitat, lurking around suspiciously. Stug Forest and this Jagdpanther. Jagdpanzer, I should say. Be a pretty cool animation if you could have the crewmen pop out of the hatches and stuff, like have the commander have a smoke out of the hatch or whatever when the tank wasn't moving. That would be a really great animation fix they could do, is add in extra things like that to make the tank seem more alive. Alright. Cannon Artillery Brigade, I think that's at full strength, which sucks. And then 2 Guards Rifle Regiments. Alright, a map that I am very familiar with. I've been over this with the Hungarians a million times on the Wehrmacht front line on Vistula. Now, it will be interesting planning this out with the tools that we have available now, which are obviously not as effective, frankly, as the German ones. Let's go and set a 45 mil here, actually. That should cover that just fine. We'll put a 45 mil here. Yeah, that sees right down the road, like the way I want it. Excellent. That's a great field of fire there for him. I'll start putting down the trenches. You know, I don't actually know if putting the trenches in the tree line gives more protection, but I've never bothered to do it without it being partially concealed in the trees. This is for if they break up on the top of the hill, we can engage them at short range. Really help cut them up. But hopefully they won't get that far. This is to control these woods area here. Just gonna max them out. Yeah, I feel the fire isn't great, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Just to, these Solitherns up in the front are just to kind of absorb fire and slow down the pace of the enemy as they come up. I don't expect them to practically do almost anything. Very good. 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 No tank killers. Oh, here they are. Just kidding. Perfect spot for them to use their bolt-action rifles to best effect. Of course, lots of old but still semi-good machine guns, which I will liberally throw around basically everywhere. Ah, here's a spot for more trenches. Let's get our commander set up. Here's one commander. Here's another, and then my commander for here can go right here. 5-man flamethrower squad, very useful. I don't know if the Finnish have a 2-man flamethrower squad equivalent, but whatever. Where are they? The forest is so thick. Can't even see them. Alright, looks good. Pioneer. We can throw these all into these forests here to kind of block their advance and make it really hard for them to move up at all. And then leaders here just to buff up my existing bunkers. And machine guns so they shoot a little more accurately. We've got our lovely sniper team here. For ideal spotting purposes. These will form part of that defensive line I was talking about. These guys can go up to here right away. Well, we'll keep these staffed with Cavati. Here's a spot. Oh good, I still do have some machine guns left. Lovely. Yeah, this map is incredibly easy to defend. In my opinion. It's got just so many great points that you can hold and choke up. Alright. See if is there anywhere I can sneakily stick these guys that will have an effect? I don't think so. I'm not really used to dealing with anti-tank teams. Just normally not a weapon I have in my repertoire. My bag of tricks, if you will. This I normally don't do, but we'll put them there. These guys here. Not sure why they want to wait here, but maybe they're still setting up. These SVT short-range rifles are perfect for cutting up the enemy as they try to come up over this hill at this kind of short range here. I'll start moving these back if they really do storm up that close. And we'll staff it with more Kavos if that's the case. And then a lot of these guys are moving up into here, around here, 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 here. Here. Let's actually cancel the chrono right quick and put down another gun pit here in case this one goes down. Due to artillery fire, we'll be able to move up a 45mm gun and keep it shooting.
Selvä.
Good. As your natural environment is heavy forest, heavy cover. So please do reside there for now.
Selvä.
Excellent. This guy's doing work already. Very good. The first thing I'm going to do is probably start bringing out some arty. How's the situation looking here? Good so far.
Sano vaan mitä tehdään. Asemia ei jätetä.
Alright, we have our artillery available. I'm really loath to use these though against... Well, I'm just loath to use them because I don't want them to be knocked out because they're good anti-tank guns and we'll need them if the Soviets start bringing up a horde of tanks like they tend to do. So... Perhaps instead we'll put up some mortars. Yeah, these command systems working out really well.
Olemme valmiina, herra kapteeni.
Scout units, whatever those things were, they just got through, not marked on the map.
Mitäs
I
tehdään?
don't know where that thing went. There's the 152 mils making an appearance, obviously.
Selvä homma, kapu. Kamat kouraan ja liikkeelle. Vihollinen edessä.
Oh, that's what they had there, Snapiri. Alright, let's move up. We just have the one heavy mortar there? Interesting. Can I get another? Have a little battery of them? Okay, yes I can.
Vihollinen edessä. Jussi, pysy alhaalla. Ei nalkkiin. Mitäs tehdään? Ryhmä valmiina, kessu. Tarkistakaa ammukset. Tarvitaanko Iivalan kanssa apua? Sano vaan mitä tehdään.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Te piiritätte, me
Time
tuotaan.
for you to retreat.
Miehet valmiina. Mitäs tehdään? Auta pois täältä. Panssaritorjunta valmiina. Tarkistakaa ammukset. Selvä. Lääkintämies.
As expected, these guys have taken pretty heavy fire.
Kuoli mokoma. Ryhmä valmiina, Kessu. Valmiina. Selvä.
Nice.
Kaikki ulos.
Well, we've got them. We may as well use them. I suppose.
Tiedustelijat valmiina.
This is the first time I think I've used these in action at all. I like how they don't dick around with a spotter with a submachine gun. They just get right to the point. They're like, yeah, we're just gonna 100% use 2 sniper rifles instead of 1 with a spotter. I like that much more.
Tarvittiinko tänne suojatulta? Mitäs tehdään?
Oh, looks like they went down.
Liian kova tulitus. Te piiritätte, me tuotaan. Tarkistan vyön. Miehet valmiina. Selvä homma. Ammukset loppu. Selvä.
Товарищ, не стреляй!
Selvä.
Nice.
Turvat tukkoja, kuunnelkaa ohjeita.
Looks like we lost, I think here. Actually,
Käsky kävi.
I'm not sure where those pioneers went down, actually. Interesting.
Tarvitaanko Iivanan kanssa apua? Sano vaan mitä tehdään.
Yeah, That's right, stay away. Okay, good. We are managing to actually target these things as well. Excellent.
Kaikki ulos. Kiväärit valmiina. Yksikkö valmiina. Mitäs tehdään?
Well, that wasn't really necessary, but you guys can just absolutely perish.
Kiväärit valmiina.
Wow. Slaughterhouse on the road there for sure. Do I have any more artillery to use? I didn't. Yeah, I didn't think so. Just a shit ton of pioneers. Let's start. Move some more guys up into those positions.
Ryhmä valmiina, Kessu. Valmiina ollaan, Kessu.
Can you make it out?
Lähdetään. Tänne tarvitaan ammusta.
Will they make it? I don't think so.
Nyt
Oh, I
se
think they did
nauttii.
though. Wow. No, maybe not.
Selvä homma.
Yes, I think they made it. Good for them.
Yksikkö valmiina.
Good for them. You should get out of there.
Kuuli mukava. Mitäs tehdään? Ammukset loppu.
This is turning out to be the biggest slaughterhouse of all the roads, and I'm never expected this to happen here.
Lääkintämies. Selvä homma.
At all, frankly.
Lähdetään.
Alright, you guys better pull out.
Mä oon huonossa paikassa.
Fella, where are you going?
Ase täysin valmiina.
Камрад, камрад!
I thought these were trenches for a moment. You know, this is a very weird,
Auta pois
weird
täältä.
road. I was like, why did I put trenches there? I don't get it. Alright.
Varokaa, vihollisia lähellä. Lääkintämies. Tarvitaanko Iivanan kanssa apua?
Oh, jeez, man. They're coming in. Hot.
On se liikkeellä. Tarvitaanko Iivanan kanssa apua? Kuuli mokoma. Ammukset loppu. Kiväärit valmiina. Olemme valmiina, herra kapteeni. Kyllä, herra kersantti.
Pioneer destroyed. Oh, here. Yep.
Mitäs? Rynnäkköön! Nyt se ei nauttii.
Florida destroyed. Where would that be? Where would I be losing the kind of truck?
Valmiina kuljetukseen.
Well, for starters, let's get these guys going. I totally forgot about them.
Huoli mokoma. Valmiina ollaan, kes. Mitäs tehdään? Liikutaan. Nyt siihen alkkiin. Kiväärit valmiina. Kuulua. Mitä sais olla?
These guys need a supply truck.
Ei uutisia.
They've been taking some fire up here clearly, but no real casualties. Just have to hold out for 5 more minutes and we should have them.
Kuunnelkaa ohi. Kiväärit valmiina. Sano vaan mitä tehdään. Vauhtia siihen miehet. Tarkistan vyön.
Where did I lose some Kavari? Tell me. Was it here? I don't know.
Ammukset loppu. Nyt mentiin pojat. Iskimet kiinni. Ryhmä valmiina kessu. Kamatku ja liikkeet. Mitäs tehdään? Tarvitaanko Iivanan kanssa apua?
Kill it! Yes, kill it.
Taidettiin saada kaikki. Ryhmä valmiina kessu. Kiväärit valmiina. Kuunnelkaa ohjeita. Kaikki ulos. Miehet valmiina. Eiköhän siellä joku puskarissa löydy.
Wow, alright. Looks like we need some more regulars up here. Just for their machine guns.
Mihinkäs lähdetään? Ei halua kiire mihinkään. Yksi ryssä vähemmän. Tämä kone tappaa leukkuja. Varokaa se räjähtää. Tarvitaan uudet koordinaatit. Paloittelen ne. Toimintakunnossa. Valmiina tykittämään kesä.
I was just about to say these guys hadn't taken the level of casualties I was expecting, and then I was like, oh. I see now.
Valmiina. Ei kestetä. enää. Mihin mennään? Lähdetään.
Valmiina tykittämään kessu.
Tänne tarvitaan ammuksia. Kuoli mokoma. Selvä homma, Kapu.
Oh, he used his thing against them. That's not smart, but alright.
Lähdetään. Eteenpäin vaan. Tarvitaanko Iivalan kanssa apua?
Kaikki. Valmiina ampumaan.
Where am I losing this Kavari at?
Liipasin sormea kutkuttaa.
I legitimately don't know where these guys are dying. Is it here? Ah, here. That's where it would be. A huge gaping artillery shell explosion in the middle of my lines. That makes sense.
Nyt jäi nalkkiin.
Huomio. Ase täysin valmiina.
Nyt jäi nalkkiin. Kiväärit valmiina. Käskykäni.
I should put trenches up here next time.
Huomio. Yksi vähemmän. Liipasin sormea kutkuttaa.
No, my precious ammunition trucks.
Eiköhän se onnistu.
Ah, here.
Paloittelen ne. Älä hittoa täältä heti.
Lähdetään. Sano vaan mitä tehdään. Tarkistakaa ammukset.
Ammukset lopussa.
Selvä. Nyt jäi nalkkiin.
Joo, Skatti on elkötyks. Nyt
Wow,
me
now we're being
saatiin.
brought under pretty heavy pressure here. This is a lot of attack, and now my guns are down, so they can't really stop this
Mitä
assault.
tehdään? Ryhmä valmiina kesken. Selvä homma. Ammukset on. Selvä.
Wow, those guys.
Rynnäkköön.
Definitely went ahead and just got him. They were not afraid. I think if I move 8 here and then start moving them out, that would help.
Kamat kouraan ja liikkeelle. Miehet valmiina.
Toista.
They pretty much stopped attacking here, it seems. I kind of gave up. But of course not so here, and of course not here either.
Tarkistakaa ammukset.
I'm glad I buffed this up before, but we're gonna need more guys again.
Kuoli mokoma. jäi nalkkiin. Selvä. Lääkintämies!
If I had some tanks I could park on this hill, that would just be incredible. But I do not.
Nyt se jäi nalkkiin. Tarkistan vyön. Ammukset loppu. Nyt se jäi nalkkiin. Lääkintämies! Kiväärit valmiina. Lähdetään. Ammukset loppu. Turvattu. Kuunnelkaa ovi. Oli mukava. Miehet valmiina. Oli mukava. Ei kestetä enää. Selvä.
Valmiina tykittämään kessu.
It's fortunate that I have such large reserves of infantry to draw upon here.
Älä hittoa täältä heti. Mä oon huonossa paikassa.
Miehet valmiina.
Mies maassa.
Pistimet kiinni.
Let's try that.
Oli mukava.
Kaikkeen osui. Täältä räjähtää.
Whew, alright, major victory. Excellent. 25 to 153, that's the kind of ratio I want to keep up. Thanks to these bunkers and their astute positioning, we were able to really shred these guys. Wow, this Pioneer did work with 2 Avotmachiki squads by himself, plus all those other guys. Alright. End screen, yeah, mainly just artillery that we lost. As expected, they lost about the same in artillery, and then of course much more heavily in terms of infantry. Excellent. They are disorganized. This might be it for them. I don't know what they're going to do now. They could definitely attack here. But they're digging in here, so maybe they don't wish to do that. Looking forward to trying to exploit some of these disorganized formations. I'm concerned about here. This guy could get cut off very easily, so maybe there's considering my options there, to say the least. Guys just coming up the road, and as expected. Here we go. We are being attacked here. By just this? Is this all they can muster? They may try to fill the gap using aircraft. And in that case, I don't really have anything to speak of, so let's go ahead and accept battle here, I think. I don't really want to use these guys because they might also attack, so let's just use these 2 units. Yep, they got aircraft coming in. So what am I gonna do about that? a recon, separate recon regiment, and the guards fighter wing. This is also a new map for me. I love this position. This is amazing. And this would be good too, given my infantry. Essentially, would be a great area to fight over. But instead, I'm going to use one of the oldest tricks in the book. I'm going to load my autosave and then auto-res. So I think that would lead to a more favorable outcome. And that just makes sense because generally the aircraft don't have a marked effect on ground combat. Even if they're bombers, generally they don't have that much of an effect. Now, I wouldn't auto-res if I had a group of tanks driving right up against an Aleutian squadron. That auto-res would go very, very, very poorly for me. But in this case, I'm willing to wait for this to load here. Load my Karelia save. And just go ahead and give the Soviets an auto-resolve solution. Let's do it. Oof. Yeah, that's a costly decision on my part. In fact, I would go as far to say this was a mistake. I should not have auto-res. I could have held it if I did not auto-res, but oh well. That is okay. Somehow he cut himself off there. They just keep moving guys up the road here. Up and up and up. They set up AA and then took it right back down. Alright. They're exploiting the gap with this tribal battalion that they defeated. I really have to try to close this up fast. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Yeah. Alright, it's our turn, fellas, so let's take a look at our battlefront here. Let's go ahead and move this guy down to here. These guys are now cut off. This guy can't sneak any more guys past, which really is unfortunate. That sucks. But let's move this here to try to bombard this to stop them from getting any closer. And these guys are moving down to exploit the breakthrough that I am planning. And now it's just a matter of moving all my units just closer to where the fighting is going to be. Closer to the front line area. Wonder if they will ever mount an attack here. Who knows? Now let's see about this. Can we engage successfully here? I'm not sure. I cannot bombard that. Alright, well. Okay, well, let's see here. Which one of these units would I most want to destroy? Honestly, it's all equal to me. But of course, I don't want to attack a unit that has a guy that can save it in a phase like him, which is when I'd use bombers anyway. Looks good. Let's use this guy to move down and crush him. Now he lost his now this is something I want to bomb here. This 64th Guards Rifle Division headquarters. Where is it? "64th Guards Rifle Division Headquarters." Let me double check. Don't want to do the wrong thing. That would blow. Yep. Excellent. Nobody can stand in our way. But now we're gonna have them retreat because they lost their entrenchment, and they would not survive without entrenchment, I don't think. Yeah, so the only thing I can really attack here would be this. The least desirable thing, but that's okay. Let's bombard the headquarters of this Guards Rifle Division. Now, I don't know why, because in the Vistula campaign, these units would not lose their entrenchment once they came at an enemy. And in this case, they do. And I don't know why that is. Estonians, I assume. Let's dig them in. Yeah, I don't think they can attack across here. If they can, then that would be extremely unfortunate. Yep, that's just about everything where I want it. This can be up here so I can use those anti-tank guns if I feel like they're needed. Let's look at our KD here. Alright, we've gotten 4 of their battalions now, much better. 1,000 to 10,000. Let's try our best to keep that up. Their forces are not like on the Vistula. They don't have quite as many guys available, so maybe this would be a shorter campaign. Of course, I did encircle them all in the Vistula, so there's that. Like I said before, moving these guys all the way here to help with this counterattack. We might move them here, they might be different on the way and try to punch through here. We'll see what we'll do with those. But frankly, I don't want those tanks engaged in like super heavy fighting, or else they would be wiped out. Pursuit actions are, I think, what they're going to be best at here. I want to immobilize these Katusha groups. And I want to give this guy time to get back to lines, so we're going to immobilize them. Ursima Dragoons, alright. That helps a lot. Guys are kind of caught off guard. Let's dig them in. There's another Katusha group we can destroy. Or immobilize temporarily, that is. These are just fine where they are. guy. Can you hit anything worthwhile? You cannot. And I'll leave these. I actually want these guys to attack so that I can whittle down their strength. Plus, this is just anti-tank guns mostly. I don't have a lot of infantry strength. Yeah, all that is good. Keep on moving our men down. And this guy, he's gonna have to evacuate. I'd rather hold this, but I'd have to move everyone in and then dig them all in, and they would absorb a punishing attack by then, so let's not have that happen. Yeah, these army corps could be useful if I just needed a couple more AT guns. Yep, this is all good, basically. Fine. My A-net is uninterrupted here, but there's a gap here. So let's move down this AA, actually try to get it here. The question is, do I dig this guy in? Do I try to dig him in? I don't think so. I think I'm going to keep him moving. Not a lot of info with this guy. Let's... well... we're going to have to widen up the front a little, sadly. Assuming they're all part of the 17th Division. Form a little right angle here to stop this breakout attempt. Alright. It's pretty much cordoned off effectively, I think. These guys are digging in. They just won't be moving for the rest of the campaign, I guess. Pretty much good. There's no Katyushas to immobilize. Those guys are pretty much where I like them. This front line looks good. This looks good. Looks good. How about any reinforcements? No reinforcements, it'll adjust. Now we have these close support wings, which can shred Katyushas. And these guys as well. I absolutely will not go up against wherever those heavy tanks are. I drove them back temporarily. These guys. I will absolutely not go up against IS-2s unless I have air support. Or actually, that's the only reason I would either keep them permanently immobilized, and the only reason I'd let them out to attack is if I was able to set them up with air support so I could knock them out. But other than that, I think that's all for this turn. I think we will actually go ahead and buy these units here. Because I think we have found ourselves a little short of air units. So I guess... let's establish air superiority here, because there's a gap in our A defenses here. And this should be fine. There shouldn't be any problems with this. Next turn, I'll move these guys up to like here and fortify them in to try to absorb this attack in time for these things to break up and splinter. It's a risky move, but nothing ventured, nothing gained, you know? And then here the situation is static. It looks like they are more intent on kind of digging in and attacking, but if I'd like it if they did attack, just because we could absorb probably one solid attack, and that would help throw them back, and we could disorganize them and knock out maybe one of their guys. So I'd rather if they did attack, but they don't seem to be doing much of anything at the moment. Just optimization purposes. Yeah, I feel good. Despite the fact we've suffered some heavy losses and been thrown back multiple times, we're still keeping up that really good KD, which will eventually bleed them dry. But that's going to be all for today, folks. I hope you all enjoyed. When we come back, we'll be letting the Soviets come at us again and try to develop our attack down here. But that's all for today. This has been Star Destroyer Gaming, your host, signing off.